Hello my dear friends and welcome to the Autistic Chronicles. I created this channel for three types of viewer. First, my fellow autists, that they may get that they're not alone and that there is hope for the future. Second, for the families and friends of autists, to give them some idea of the autistic dilemma. Third, those individuals out there in YouTube land, you may be hungry for information about themselves and autists. In this video, I just want to introduce myself. I was born in 1948. I come from Melbourne and went to a series of Catholic schools down there and emerged the damaged person you see before you. Right now I live on the Central Coast in New South Wales, Australia. In addition to being autistic, I have epilepsy and dyspraxia and probably a few other things beginning with DYS. The autistics among you, my special interests are Obsidian, the note-taking program, which I use to write the script for this video, autism itself, YouTube video making, and writing books. I've already written 9, including 4 novels and 5 non-fiction books, including one about autism. That's for homeopaths, that one. If you like this channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. It all helps. I realise that there are a number of autism channels out there and they're all very fine. Most of them are made by youngish people. So this one is different in that it's made by a 75-year-old, and I draw on a lot of experience, and some of it good, some of it bad. The point of it all is that it puts me in a position to offer advice for those of you who haven't become 75 years old yet. I welcome comments, so if you'd like to ask me to cover any particular topic, please do. The promise of this channel is to validate autists and to offer solutions where I think it's appropriate. I also want to validate neurotypical people. I also want to validate other neurodivergents, those with ADHD, for example. But that's not really the prime purpose of the channel. It could be that along the way I'm pretty hard on neurotypical people, that is those who do not have autism or do not think they have autism. And I don't want to be hard on them. I just want to give you the impressions from the autistic point of view. If I find a chance to validate neurotypical people, I will. Once again, if you like this channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Though autism is mostly identified for the first time in kids, it's important to everybody, for everybody to realise that, which is something that I discovered when I was a practicing naturopath and homeopath. It's being identified with increasing frequency right across the age spectrum. I myself only realised that I was autistic in my 60s, despite having autistic family members and having worked at a clinic that specialised in people with and despite having worked with autists in a specialised clinical setting for a number of years. So I feel pretty stupid about not realising it sooner, and now I intend to make amends by contributing in some way. I'm going to make a video about reframing at some point in the future, but right now I just want to talk about the reframing I'm doing of my own, on my own past. It's not easy for someone like me, who was born in 1948, to reframe all the way back to then. That's what I have to do. It's as if I were an archaeologist who digs up a tomb and then finds some ancient mummy holding an iPhone with a picture of himself on the phone. So the recontextualizing that's necessary when you do this, and every autistic adult has to do this, is not only time consuming but really energy consuming. It requires adjustments, forgivings, realizations and awakenings. And all this mental and emotional heavy machinery has to be dealt with in the middle of an avalanche of information that's fraught with problems. It turns out that all this thinking has to be done in a minefield of regret, guilt, and misgiving. So, how is the dawning autist to love herself or himself? I ask this question as a person who was brought up as a Catholic and had the idea that this was not possible. So how is the dawning or nascent autist to love herself or himself? It's not a rhetorical question. I'm going to suggest an answer to it. This might not be for you. You might not want to hear this. But what I've discovered is that if you lean into life instead of letting life lean on you, just lean into life, show it who's boss, then the love turns up as if by magic. That's been my experience, and I'm passing it on to you. Don't forget, I welcome all comments. I don't know if I'll respond to them, but if you ask me to cover something in my quintillions of videos that are coming up, I will. I wish to acknowledge all of the neurodivergent men and women who have made videos on YouTube. They're amazing people, true pioneers, and I admire them all. Once again, if you thought this video was useful, please like and share. Think about subscribing. It's free to do so and it helps the channel grow. And you'll also receive notification of future videos. Thanks for watching. I love you.